Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a little while since we've had a video up. Unfortunately, life decided to rear its ugly head. But we are going to get started today with Breath of Fire 4. I know I completed Breath of Fire 3 on the channel, decided to go ahead and play the sequel here. Now, this game takes place in an alternate universe of the original 3. And that'll become more clear as we play through. And there is... I don't know if I can go back. There is a wonderful opening animation, but I'm not going to go ahead and show that here. We're just going to go ahead and jump right in and get started here. And of course, we are going to name him Ryu, as is his name. Now, I don't have Breath of Fire 4 as planned out and written down notes as I do 3. I didn't play this one nearly as much. But I do have a general idea of what I plan for. So, there's that at least. It all started on the third day after we had left the castle. That morning, we had entered the Great Desert on our sand flyer. Now, dragons in this game are not going to look anything like you remember. We were heading toward the town of Sinesta, the last known location of my sister Aline. Sinesta lies on the edge of the desert. All we had to do was cross the desert. Look, Cray. Now, Cray is our replacement for Ray, obviously. Still a member of the Weird Tiger clan and all that other stuff. I don't think, if memory serves correctly, he does not get that in the game. Look, Cray, a shooting star. We'll find her. Won't we, Cray? Don't worry, Nina. We will find her, I swear. As tradition, we get the fourth Nina of the iteration. Still a princess of Windia. But in this one, she's actually the second princess. It's hot out here. Oh, don't worry, Cray. I'm alright. I was just thinking that it's probably better if we don't move around during the day. Let's find some shade and wait until the sun goes down. Really, I'm alright, Cray. Besides, I want to find my sister as soon as possible. Calm down. We've come this far. It won't hurt to rest for a while. Not much of a change if we get there today or tomorrow. What the? First glimpse of a dragon in this game. A dragon? I'd heard there was a dragon in the desert, but I was hoping we would be lucky enough to find it. Here it comes. It's more like a sandworm. Hold on to something. I've never heard of dragons attacking people before. Even if it doesn't mean to attack us, we can't let it hit us. It's no use. The sand's gotten into everything. I can't fix it, not without any spare parts. Do you think that dragon attacked us on purpose? Hard to say. We haven't seen it since then either. Well, whether it did or not, we should be thankful that we crashed near the edge of the desert and not in the middle. Here, we're in walking distance of the towns along the desert border. Do you think we can find the parts we need at one of them? Probably, but there's one small problem. If we leave our sand flyer here, we run the risk of it getting stolen by bandits. Not much point in going into town and coming back with the spare parts if there's no sand flyer to use them on. Alright then, Cray, I'll go. But Nina, I can't live my whole life with you looking out for me. Besides, or for starters, what would my sister think? Alright. You win, Nina. Let's see. If I remember right, there's a town called Sarai to the south of here. You might be able to find some parts there. Good luck, Nina. I'm counting on you. Don't worry, I'll be back before you know it. Here, take this. It's the King's Sword. I hope you won't need to use it. But better safe than sorry, right? See you when I get back, Cray. Safe trip, Nina. You watch yourself here. Alright, and now we get our first little control of Nina. So this is just kind of like the crash site here that we're at. Nina's special ability, it lets her jump up and you can view the entire area from a little higher up. It also lets you kind of plan out little puzzle areas, things like that. Let's take a look at our inventory here. We start out with some healing herbs and Aurum. Now, if you remember in our playthrough of Breath of Fire 3, we used ammonia. Skill ink at camp. So this is the equivalent of that. I don't know why my brain was thinking of the ammonia for resurrecting. So we get the King's Sword, which has the same effect as Protect if you use it as an item. It is a holy attack power. Obviously not usable by Nina. Not done there. Go back. Alright, so she has a wind ability called Sever and Heal and Purify. So she actually has some healing abilities in this game. So let's go back. She starts out with a baton, fancy dress, and hairband. Here we can take a look at her stats. She's got some decent agility, good wisdom, but low attack and defense, obviously, since she's going to be primarily a spellcaster. This lets you change your map, or your battle order and everything. Your party members are actually all with you in one group in this game, as opposed to 3, in which you had to switch at a camp book. Now, the world map is very different compared to Breath of Fire 3. You have kind of like this old school archaic map, and then these dotted lines that connect points of interest. There's also hidden points of interest, which we'll discover throughout the game. So for now, we're just going to take Nina, and we're going to go along the path here. Oh, there's an event that happens here. Let's find out what happens. Somebody help! Those things reminded me of chocobos. Whoa, look at the size of that hole! That merchant and his goods must have fallen in. Like that! Just like this. Oh, something's hidden there. There's something here. It's not attacking? It's not a monster, I guess. It fades away. Oh, left something behind. That was funny. For some reason, I wasn't scared at all. A person? Whoa! If you wouldn't mind, do you think you could put on some clothes? I'm sure you can find some in the carriage there. Huh? Oh, so you mean you're not working with that merchant who was here? How did you get inside this crater then? Did you fall in? How did such a big hole get here in the first place anyway? Did you see that monster that was here before? You know, the one that looked like a dragon or something? I wonder what it really was. Oh, I'm sorry. You probably don't know the answers to those questions any more than I do you? My name is Nina. I'm from Windia. What's your name? Ryu? Alright then, Ryu. Let's see if we can get out of here. So once more, we exist in the world with no memory of where we're from. She used us as a stepping pole to get out. So, Ryu, where are you heading to? You don't know? Then that means you're lost. No? Yes, it does. Admit it, you're lost. There's nothing to be ashamed about. I got lost a lot when I was younger. Alright then, Ryu. Why don't you come with me to the nearest town? Ryu got King's Sword. You can use this sword. You might need it to get to town. We have to go through areas populated by monsters. Let's get going then, shall we? Alright, thrust right into the mystery here. I don't have, like I said, I don't have as much definitive knowledge of this game as I did 3, so I'm not going to give information like I did before and it come out wrong, so. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and go to the cliff side. Let's see. We have to go over these cliffs to get to Sarai. Let's hurry and try to get over them before it gets dark. So, okay, I guess that's right away into the explanation I was about to say. Unlike the previous game where you had overworld combat, we actually have combat screens specifically. Now, if I remember right, you can actually learn something live. You can. So we have her, guard, and I believe it's just guarding. unlike the previous game where you had to examine creatures to learn their abilities, this one, I want to say you just go. The Aigu has... I might be wrong. I want to say you can learn rest from him? Yeah. Like other goos, they are lazy and often rest. So we just have to... Might need your damage. Try that. Nina attack. Okay, yeah, there we go. Although in retrospect, I think... yeah, I want that on Nina. It's fine, we can move it around later. It's a good way for Nina to restore AP in the game and heal on her turn. So we might use our Aurum when we get the chance. Oh, wrong button. Come on, go down. There you go. You can rotate area maps. This one, you can only do 90 degrees. Some you can do all the way around. One great victory there. Got our first level of Ryu. 1 AP up, and some health. You go around that backside there, you can get up here and get pneumonia. So there is one other enemy I want to find more than the other, which is not these guys. But I will learn their ability if I can. Didn't learn it. Could have. I like to collect enemy skills if I can. Nobody learned it. Ugh. It's nice because it doesn't put them to sleep. Alright. I'll come back and do this off camera if I have to. It's not that important. Decent XP from those guys. I have one thing I want. They show up later, so chances are I'll run into them really soon anyway. I just wanted to get a little early. Looks like we've run out of road. But don't worry, we should be able to jump over this. All you have to do to jump is stand at a place where it's narrow enough to jump and press the X button. Or move in the direction you want to jump using the directional buttons. Try it. See? It's easy, isn't it? One more to go. Good thing you were able to jump. We're really high up. Whoa. Don't you just love the feeling you get looking down from a high place like this? Not at all. It makes me dizzy. It's so exciting. And no hesitation. He just jumps. Hey, wait. Faceplant. Are you all right, Ryu? Did you do that because you thought I needed help? Not at all. You're not hurt, are you? I'm sorry, I didn't tell you about my wings. I can use them to fly a little, so I can survive a fall like that. But it was very brave of you to do that, Ryu. Very brave and heroic. Thank you. Looks like the sun's going down. It's probably safer if we wait until it's light to climb up the cliff. Let's look for a place we can sleep. Alrighty. Hey look, a conveniently placed cave. Looks like we could camp here. Now all we need is a fire. And that's how I ended up here. Where are you headed, Ryu? Oops, I forgot. You're lost, aren't you? Tomorrow, once we get to town, I'm sure we'll be able to find someone who knows you. And now, for an even bigger mystery. So, the time hath come. Yes, my lord, majesty. 'Twould appear that something is amiss. Where art the courtiers, the priests? Why is there not a single voice raised in greeting at thy return? 'Tis not of import, they are mortals. Were we to attempt to understand their mind, we should spend an eternity. There be more pressing matters to attend to. Canst thou not sense it? This presence. 'Tis far and still slumbering, but 'tis what we have sought, lo these many ages. One Q, guard our place of rest. As you wish, sire. I may butcher some of these names, but I'll try not to. Majesty, whither art thou going? We shall go to our capital, as was planned. We shall meet at the appointed place when the time hath come. Alright, so we gain access to a new character here. This is Faolo, level 64, with a royal sword, has the same effect as Drain, blessed armor, and a dragon tier. Completely protects wearer against status changes. I don't know why I took it off. I can't give it to Ryu no matter how much I try. So he has access to rest just like Ryu gained. So there's a little bit of a hint there. Now before we go running off, we are actually going to go back this way. And in this corner, there's supposed to be an item. Oh, it's up. Okay, that's why. I I just knew there was an item back here. And this gets us an ambrosia, which I can't quite remember what it does. Food of the Gods restores all dragons' HP to full. Now, without giving too many spoilers, we don't want to grab too many items as follow. But I will try to be clear about which ones you should. So, don't believe there's anything. Yeah, you just jump across this, right? And now you get to see just how powerful this dude actually is. This monster eats anything and everything. It loves eggs. Just straight up starts annihilating this thing. You won a great victory. Even 2,000 experience for this dude is nothing. Now, there's, I believe, okay, yeah, I'm not going far enough. You want to go this way and grab this wisdom seed. It's our only chance to get it, if I remember. Devour. Miss. Alright. Oh. Wisdom fruit. I thought it was a seed. I guess I misremembered. Who goes there? What? What be ye doing in this place? Huh? Who are you? They say a dragon or something is supposed to appear tonight, so we were told to watch this area. A dragon? That's right, and not just any dragon either. They say it's the legendary Dragon of Doom, which will bring ruin to the Empire. And what be thy design for this dragon? We will destroy it, of course. Nothing can withstand the might of the Imperial army. Thou believest thou can do such a thing. Thou art but mere mortals. You'll notice this looks very similar, but not exactly the same as the one that Nina found. Thou dost not ken the power of that which you would destroy. This be a dragon. A dragon to force of nature unto itself. Thou mayest as well seek to fight a volcano or the very earth itself. Dragons doth give birth to thy kind, grant thee life, and verily taketh it away. Thou art to thee as thou art to an insect, in thy terms. They art gods. Wouldst thou fight a god? Was it just a dream? Not quite. Now this first part's going to run a little bit longer just as we get through the opening. But I'm going to try to start keeping them around 30-35 minutes. 'Tis as I thought. It is not the nature of mortals to change their ways. Alright. Other way. Alright, we leave the tomb. Alright. Usually, we just haven't been getting the right combos here, but Fallow usually has a very high counter rate himself. Ooh, crit! And then he just walks away at the end of battle. Wrong way. Really? Oh, maybe not. It just looked like it. This is the only enemy you can randomly encounter in this section. Walk right through the small little opening for that. Pardon my presumption, but I believe you are the god Emperor Falu, yes? I have been expecting you. Ever since I saw the flames rising from the woods where I had placed my soldiers on watch. Thou sayest thou wert waiting for us. Thou knowest of us and what we are, then? Yes, your majesty. You are the first Emperor Faulu, who founded our great Fau Empire. And knowing this, thou wouldest greet us with malice in thine heart and thine blade in hand. I am afraid times have changed, your majesty. Alright, so we get to experience our first transformations. One of Yom's servants has a powerful fire attack. Now, Faulu himself here is ice-based, so basic dragon form and normal properties. Use the meditate command to transform into a dragon. Unlike Breath of Fire 3, where you actually get unique dragon forms depending on which you turn into, in this, all the transformations are the same. You just can summon different dragons as this form. Ooh, we got lucky with a miss to start out with. Alright, so we're going to do special, and we are going to Frost Strike this dude. And because Faolo is so strong, and because of his royal sword, he gets that double strike. As with Breath of Fire 3, each turn in the dragon form costs us AP, on top of any we spend to do abilities. Now, Calm here isn't a particularly powerful boss, obviously, even with Faolo being as overpowered as he is still weak compared to what he could be. So, 3 rounds of Frost Strike, take him out. 3 or 4, I lost count. You routed the enemy. And bosses in this actually give experience, unlike Breath of Fire 3. Got another Ambrosia. You appear tired, Majesty. It is to be expected, I suppose. You have just woken from a long, long sleep. And you are not exactly complete, are you? 'Twould appear thou dost mean not to fulfill thine duty as thou art called upon to do by our promise. I kinda can't stand archaic speak, but it fits for him. Alas, it is as you say, my lord. For now we would have you sleep once more. I wouldst call thee foolish, but thou art mortal. Thou cannot go against thy nature, no more than a fish could walketh upon the firmament. Still, thou wilt find that our promises art not easily broken. Return then to thine master, and tell him our words. Trying to buy time, are you, Majesty? Set fire to the trees. We must stop him before he recovers his full strength. They wouldst use fire against us. Indeed, planned well they have. Alright, so... Log is going to block our path that way. We're going to circle around. Still want to go over here and grab a super vitamin. As I recall, your Majesty has a strong affinity to water, yes? And, with your powers not fully returned, it is unlikely that you will be able to survive battle with my creations in this raging fire. We wouldst know thy name, O cunning one. Yom, General of the Faolo Imperial Army, at your service. I don't want to take any chances. Find the body. Alright, and we return once more to our hero and heroine, having spent the night at the bottom of the gorge. Phew, well, we managed to make it up, didn't we? It's just a little ways more to the town. Alright, and we are going to go ahead and call that the first part hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you did, go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe. I will be posting this all the way through. For some reason, every time I start posting Chrono Cross on this channel, I seem to have bad luck happen. So I will eventually be going back to finish it. I will have to rewatch my videos and figure out where I am on that save and exactly what my plans were. Till then, we will be going through Breath of Fire 4. I don't know if I'll be putting up an episode every day, but I will try to do what I can. Anyway, I want to thank you all very much for watching. Thank you very much, and goodbye.